job. And the only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys? Yeah!
How about them Cowboys? Click like Power Boys. Make you say Wild Boys from the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Towel Boys. You tuning in to the team that win. Big game, first name James. He interviewed, he called the games. Silver blue, you know the name. From the Emmitt Smith to the Michael Irv. We beating skins, shooting birds. I see a banker snatch it out his fur. Favorite team on the planet Earth. From Monday night to Sunday church. DJ putting in the work. I'm tuning in, no need to search. Through thick and thin and good and worse. Them Cowboys, click like Power Boys. Make you say Wild Boys from the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Towel Boys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the goddamn, they did it again. How about them Cowboys? Click like Power Boys. Make you say Wild Boys from the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Towel Boys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that silver and blue done did it again. Cowboys, click like Power Boys. Make you say Wild Boys from the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Towel Boys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the goddamn, they did it again. How about them Cowboys? Click like Power Boys. Make you say Wild Boys from the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Towel Boys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that silver and blue done did it again.
What's going on? What's going on? Let me know if you can hear me first before my guy, Billy the Kid, says anything. Let me know if you hear me. How about them Cowboys? Click like Power Boys. Make it say Wild Boys. Let me know. Let me know if y'all hear me. Let me make sure right quick. All good. There we go. Go there. How about them Cowboys? Click like Power Boys. Make it say Wild Boys for the QB, LBs, to the Towel Boys. You tune in, team win. You tune in to the team win. You tune in. The silver and blue done did it again. That's right. Yeah. What's up, dog?
Hey, man, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I get live every time I hear that, man. That's a hard.
Hey, that's all. It's hard. It's a hard intro, dog. Cause hey, my son put feeling in that.
Yeah,
he told me he was gonna put energy into it. He told me he was gonna put feeling into it, and that's what he did. Big game, first name James. You know the name. I said, that's what I'm talking about. He said, big game, you know the name, you know the name. I said, okay. I said, okay, yep, that's right.
Yeah, he was with it. He was with it.
I said, yeah, he did it. He did it like I would have did it. If I knew how to rap, that's how I would have did it. So that's why I know he's my son. Yeah. But what's up, everybody? What's everybody in the building? Jay Lombardi, Miss Charles, KMT. Hey, ho, Boo Thang, all y'all in the building. Keep on coming on in here. Keep on coming in here. I got my guy. We've been doing this every Wednesday night, and as long as he's free on Wednesday night, I'm going to keep on rolling with this because I got my dog, RadioGuyRay. I gave him a nickname. I know there's a nickname out there for him, but I don't care. That's Billy the Kid. This is Billy the Kid. And you know, back in the Western days, Billy the Kid wasn't no joke. Play around with him, and you get a six-shooter, and you're going to lay it down on your belly. You feel me? Yeah. So what's up with you, dog? How you doing?
Hey, man, I'm good, man. Just fresh off work and everything. I got off, man. You know how I do, man. For Wednesdays, I get real excited to get in here and talk to these Cowboys, man. A lot of new stuff developing, lots of new stuff to talk about, man. So I'm here for it, man. What's good with everybody?
Hey, man, like I said, we all up in here. We're just trying to, you know what I'm saying, hey, talk about some Cowboys football. Before I go anywhere, though, I want to talk real quick. Two things. Well, one thing, because we talked off air about that. You said you're going to look at it. But before we hit these Cowboys, let's talk about these Mavericks right quick. You know what I'm saying? We got the Clippers.
Yep.
And you was talking that, hey, we whipping them. We getting Denver. What's up on them Clippers, though?
Man, look, well, we missed out on the Denver sweepstakes, so we got them Clippers, man. I'll tell you this, James. Look, I don't know that it's a favorable matchup for the Mavericks, but it's a familiar one. And to me, familiarity, I probably didn't say that right, but being familiar with the team when it comes to playoff times is huge, man. The only thing different about the Clippers this year is, you get Ty Lue there. Paul George says he's better. Kawhi's there. They got Serge Ibaka. They got a few extra pieces, man. But this Mavericks team, remember last year, James, everybody was saying, oh, if KP was there, this team could have had a chance. Big Dog's going to be there this year,
He better.
I think, yeah, he's going to have to be. We got guys.
No games.
Yeah, we got guys this year that can actually defend on the perimeter or at least try to make it hard. So it's going to be interesting, man. I think – you know how I feel. I think Luka and Kawhi are going to cancel each other out. I think KP, if he's playing at his best, him and Paul George will cancel each other out. It's going to be about those other guys, man. And coaching. We know how big coaching is in the playoffs. You got to make adjustments in a 7-game series. So, dude, I'm just excited to see it. Looks like we get fired up on Saturday. I think around 3:30 Central Time for us. I think that's when we get it.
I'm bouncing off you. Everything that you said, I'm agreeing with. I think the key factor in this matchup is the coaching.
Yeah.
Now I know Ty Lue, he got a championship, but you had LeBron, you had a lot of factors. It was easy for you. I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? Now you got another team that you've been blessed. You got guys that are already good. You came in with the program. But I will say this, players like Tyronn Lue. So that's a thing. But Carlisle got that experience too. So I feel like this series is going to come down to coaching moves, and KP. Luka going to do his thing. But KP, we remember, he was tearing up before he got hurt.
Yeah.
He was turning all the way up before he got hurt. If he can play like that and not be injured and stay healthy and get them double-doubles, them 25s and 15s and 32s and 18s. Yeah, Clippers going to have a handful.
Yeah, I think this series goes 7 games, man. I really do. I'll just say this, James, when it comes to KP, we talk about him and his matchup. I don't think the Clippers have a good matchup for KP. They don't have a good matchup for him anywhere. So he's got to take advantage. KP's got to give us at minimum. He's got to give us, I say, average right around 22, 24 points a game. I need about 12, 13 boards every game.
Yes. Every game.
I got to have that from you. Yeah.
Every game. Because you can do it, and there's no, like you said, there's no matchup. I know he's wiry, don't have the size as far as the meatiness. We understand that, but he's still a difficult matchup. He's been in the league how long, and he's still getting 30 and 15 and 20, 22 and 12. And I mean, when he's playing at his highest apex, I mean, he's getting doubles regularly, and it's hard to defend him because he's so damn long. If he can come in there and do his thing inside and out, Clippers going to be in trouble. That's why I said he's the X factor. He stay healthy and he go nutty. I think they can beat the Clippers.
I do too, man. That's my whole thing on it. So, like I say, game 1 Saturday, man. If y'all ain't got nothing to do, man, make sure you get to a TV. Be on Channel 8, man. I think we got a 3:30 start time here in Texas. So 4:30 if you're East Coast. So I mean, make sure you tune in, man. It's gonna be time to get it.
Time to get it. Hey, and before we talk about these Cowboys, let's get these likes up. I know the building is slowly starting to come up. I love it. But let's get the likes up. It ain't so many people say it don't cost no money. It's free. It's cheap as hell. It's cheap as hell. Ain't it, Billy? It's cheap as hell. It's cheap as hell just to hit the damn like button with your finger. It's cheap. It don't cost a daggone thing. So if you're in the building and you're listening to it, because we're about to speak and talk some good stuff, go ahead and hit that daggone like button and let's get it going. You know what I'm saying?
Let's do it.
Hey, man, but I see you got the 88. Is that the CeeDee Lamb 88 or is that the Dez 88?
Nah, man. So this is a CD Lamb, man. I'm ashamed to say this, man. I'm ashamed to say this. I do not have a Dez Bryant jersey, man. And I'm a Dez guy, but I do not have a Dez Bryant jersey. I haven't had a Dez jersey since, I think, what was it? Dez is not his year was 2010. I think I got a Dez jersey in 2012. And man, now I've blown up since then, man. So it didn't fit, and I went and bought other players' jerseys, man. So you know,
hey, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not a Cowboys jersey guy.
Okay,
but I got them Dez Bryants.
Yeah. That's my guy, man. Dez Bryant would be ashamed of me if he heard what I was saying over here, man. I'm a Dez guy, and I do not have my guy's jersey, man. You know, so shame on me.
But that's all right. But that's all right, because we'll take CD Lamb, because he turning all the way up, and I think he gonna turn all the way up. He gonna turn all. Dak played 17 games this year. He gonna turn all the way up. So let's jump into that Cowboys football, dog. Because last weekend we had something happen. We actually had some Cowboys football, dog. We actually had a rookie mini camp, and there was excitement in the air. There was excitement in the air, and it's a lot of talk. I mean, we're looking at Twitter, and there's a specific player that everybody's been talking about. One person, we'll talk about him in a minute, but there's excitement in the air. Micah Parsons, Jabril Cox, who we're gonna talk about. Nahshon Wright, your big boy Bahana.
That's my guy,
and that's your guy. And then the corner,
Israel. I can't. I've slaughtered his name.
I know it. It'd be saying Mukarama. I'm gonna get it right because I said it before really good, and I'm not gonna butcher it anymore. So I'm sorry, Israel. I apologize if you do ever listen to this podcast. I apologize, big dog. And then Chauncey Golston. Everybody is in the mix. Who else did I miss? Oh, Simi. He is the hot one too. Simi Fehoko. He's a hot one. Ogadizua. He's another hot one. Yeah. So it's a lot of hot people in this rookie mini camp. It's a big difference now, big dog, because there was no COVID restrictions now.
Right.
So we get more of an up close personal. We actually get to see it. So from afar, what was your thoughts just overall on the rookie mini camp? And then we'll talk about some players.
Sure. Well, so for me, James, more than anything, man, I was just excited to see some guys running around with some helmets on, man. Again, we didn't get a chance to see any of this last year, so I was pretty excited. Of course, we saw Micah Parsons out there. One person we missed, I think we forgot our guy Jabril Cox. I don't think we missed his name.
I mentioned him.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Because we definitely going to talk about him because he's been the talk of the town.
Yeah. So Micah Parsons, Jabril Cox, those guys are out there, man. And all I heard, man, listening to people who were out there, people who saw what was going on is, hey, Micah Parsons, man, be it none of these guys are in pass, James, but they're saying Micah Parsons is all over this field, man. This dude he's every bit as advertised as far as speed, sideline to sideline, rushing off the edge. I know they said on one of the days in 11-on-11, he got a sack. They said that he was running around, getting his hands on balls, chasing running backs out of the flats. Man, Jabril Cox and those guys. And my guy, you know who my guy is, man. I like Bohanna, but my other guy, Nahshon Wright, man. Listen, James, a lot of people still don't want to ride with him, but that's my guy, man.
I said he ain't my guy, but he is growing on. He ain't my guy. Okay, he is growing on me, and this is why he's growing on me, because I did some film on him and I watched him. I looked at it, and hey, I'm not the expert, but I will say this: just watching Nahshon Wright. Here's the thing, and I keep going back to it. I can't get it out of my head, big dog. Mm-hmm. If you go watch the video I made. It was a Coach J film day, and I did a Nahshon Wright. Check it out on my Silver and Blue Nation page. And the biggest thing that I took from it when I watched a lot of his games, I keep on going back to it. I watched him against Brandon Ayuk, who's a rookie, who's a second-year player with the Niners. He nice. He had a nice rookie year. He nice. And he got that suddenness to stop and go. And I had watched Nahshon Wright, and he always had played on a particular side.
Right.
When Ayuk played in that game where Ayuk was going to be on that side he was on the other side of the field. Now, maybe I was looking into something. Hold up. Maybe I was looking into something. But I watched every game, and you was on one side of the field all the time. When Brandon Ayuk came in there, he moved to the other side of the field. I'm like, did you not want to get that work because you knew Ayuk was going to give you that work?
Right.
At the end of the game, fourth quarter, they matched up.
Mm.
Woo! I gave him that work.
Yeah.
But the thing that I loved about it, because I had that suddenness to stop, he was playing with him a little bit. But the thing that I kept watching was at 6'4", even when he had got beat, he was right there.
Right.
And Ayuk is he pretty nice, and there's going to be guys better than him. But at 6'4", he was still being able to recover. Like he had did this triple move on him where most guys will fall on the ground. You catch an easy touchdown, but he was able to recover in that length. He got a touchdown, scored him at the end, but he was right there. The fact, what I'm saying is what Brian Broaddus was saying when he saw him at camp, he has a lot more fluidity at 6'4" than more 6'4" guys that you see. Right. He's super fluid. Now, he's not going to have the sudden stop and go of a 5'9" or 5'10" guy, right. But for his size, because he's wiry, he can make up. I'm telling you, that's what I really like about him. And if his skills can really match, because I still think it was a reach, if his skills can match, yes, that's going to be a great steal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I like his confidence, man. A lot of people made a lot of talk about during the press conference when he said, hey, I reached out to Sherm and I told him this and that conversation and everything. Me personally, James, this is something that this team lacks. They need people who are coming in defensively with a certain bit of it's like a mixed combination of high-end confidence and borderline error. You need that, especially at that position, being a corner, because you're going to get beat multiple times throughout the game. And you're going to get beat even on times where the ball doesn't get to that receiver, so you have to be confident and have that level of or that ability to withstand adversity and know that, hey, I can recover from this. And I like that from him. I like that early. So him amongst our guy Izzy back there, I call him Izzy.
Yeah, let's go with Izzy.
Izzy back there. I mean, Dan Quinn and those guys really like him back there, James, at that safety position. I think they're really going to give him every opportunity to win that free safety job over DeMonte KZ. They're going to give him every opportunity to compete and win that. And I like what they're doing out there defensively, letting these young bulls get out there and compete for these positions. Nothing is a given. DeMarcus Lawrence is about the only thing that needs to be a given on his defense, maybe Randy Gregory. But everything else, man, defensively, we need to battle for it. May the best man win. That's what I want to see on this defense. And it seems like they're headed in that direction with these young rookies.
Yeah, I'm gonna bounce off you with that one. I'm gonna feel you 100% on that, especially what you were talking about with Izzy at that free safety spot with DeMonte KZ. My dog Barry Church. I was listening to his tweets, and they've been going around talking about it. They talked about it in the Inside the Star. They had a video on it where he was talking about Izzy, and he was like, "Hey, man, Barry played the safety position. He played it greatly at Dallas, and even at Jacksonville, he played a very good." And he was saying Izzy got that tick, dog. And you know what? When I did that video, I was like, "Yeah, dog. Like they're gonna, just like you said." A lot of people talking about, hey, move Cox to safety because he's more safety. I feel what you're saying in certain aspects, but he's not going to safety. Right. That's the thing. Even though it could happen, he could be. That probably could happen. He's not going there because they're going to – that's why they got the other players. Izzy's going to be that guy as far as the free safety position. That's who they want to happen. And people are already saying, just like Barry Church already saying, he's fluid. And when I did the tape on him, for real, he's 6'4", but he ain't, like I said, he ain't no stiff 6'4". You feel me? And he understands concepts. He understands zone concepts. He knows he can be physical at the point of attack. He's not afraid to tackle. He's a wrap-up tackler. He's not a guy that's just going to dive and throw a shoulder into you. He's going to wrap you up. He will come downhill on you. And like you said, I think they're going to give him every opportunity to make it happen. And I like that too. Give these guys the opportunity. Let's sit there and say, hey, ain't none of y'all spots safe. You come into camp. All y'all got to earn it right here. And if you, like they talk about earn the star, even if you guys got the star, you guys got to re-earn the star because the defense ain't did nothing. So y'all got to re-earn the star right now.
Right. I agree. And I tell you what, man, competition brings out the best in everybody, man. It does. Football is one of the most competitive sports I'm sure you can agree, James. Football is one of the most competitive sports you'll get a chance to play, coach, watch. It's competitive, man. It's super competitive. So when you have a 53 in trying to make a roster, man, and this is how you live your lifestyle. This is how you feed your family. I don't want any more entitlement. I don't want guys feeling like the job is mine because my name is said person. No, I want to look at my guy and say, hey, he's my starter, and then be able to look at film and say, that's why he's my starter. There's tangible evidence here to support my decision that this guy is playing over this guy. I don't want to go off of names anymore. I want to go off of talent and ability of what's going on this football team. That's what, or on that football field. That's what I want to see in between those white lines.
I feel you, and you know it's funny because it's like night and day with this draft class from last year, and I feel like the COVID probably affected it. Like if we were able to have a real rookie season, you know, mini camp with Diggs and Lamb and Gallimore and Bradley and we probably could have saw a lot more of the personality like we're seeing with this draft class. But this draft class, maybe it's just me, it just feels different. Like you said, these guys are really confident coming in. Like they are really latching on to the Dallas thing.
Yeah.
Last year they did too, but I don't know. It just seemed different, dog. I don't know. It just seems different. These guys were coming in like, yo, I'm loving this. I got picked by Dallas, and I'm trying to come in and play now. I'll do whatever. I'm trying to come in and play now. I think that's the type of guys that they wanted, and that's the type of guys right now. Like I said, I ain't worried about this offense, big dog. I ain't even been talking about offense. I'm not worried about offense. I'm not worried about Ezekiel Elliott. I'm not worried about Tony Pollard. I'm not worried about Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, Blake Jarwin, Dak Prescott.
No.
I'm not worried about them guys. Them guys are the deal. They proved it. I'm worried about this defense. So any attitude that these young boys is bringing in, like you said, bring it. Because we need some real attitude, not just the hot boys. It's a mantra. No, we need some real guys that's coming in here like, look, dog, we're tired of the BS that's been going on. We're fed up with it. We've seen it afar. We're here to make a difference, and we're here to make it now. Yes, you got this offense, but guess what? You got a defense too.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what, man? It's for me, you know, just looking at the team as a whole, but especially on that defensive side of the ball, man. Those boys, you alluded to it earlier, man. These guys want to be here. They take pride in being here. Now, ultimately, what happens, I think a lot of these guys say they want to be here or whatever, and then they get here and they get enamored with the lifestyle. They like going down there, James, down there on McKinney Avenue, Dallas, uptown area. They like being down there hanging out and having all the everybody want to buy them, drink with them and all that stuff. But we need guys who really this means something to them. You know, guys who want to come in here and they really want to change the culture. They want to be trendsetters. They want to forget all the old stuff. Trust me, these guys, Kelvin Joseph and all these guys, Micah Parsons, as big of a Cowboys fan.
I didn't even mention Kelvin Joseph. I forgot about him. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right, boss man, fat out there, man. These guys are coming in. Trust me, man. These guys watch TV. They've heard what all these big national guys are saying. They hear what Steve A. Smith are saying and all these guys. Not that it matters, but they hear this stuff. And so they know the expectation, or they expect the Cowboys to be trash defensively because of all these young guys. These guys want to come in here and make a difference. And if you can tell me I can have a Micah Parsons and a Kelvin, that's his name, but boss man Fat out there, and some of these other guys, Jabril Cox, these guys who want to come in and make an immediate impact, man, give me those guys all day. They want to be here. They want to make a difference, man. Give those guys every opportunity to go out there and do just that, man. That's what we need.
I feel you. And I got a quick question from a Downfall. It says, what y'all predictions on Dan? I think he's talking about maybe the coordinator, Dan Quinn.
Dan Quinn, yeah.
If we're talking about predictions, I don't know if we're talking about a prediction, but this is what I will say from me, and then I'll let you go ahead and answer, Big Dog. Yeah. From afar, from what I'm seeing, I'm once again say it. I'm not drinking no Kool-Aid up in here, y'all. I ain't drinking no Kool-Aid. But when I see positivity, and it's like, that's real, dog. I can't hate on that. When I seen him come in, and I said this before, Billy, I said this at the very beginning because I done it. When I was a head coach and ran a whole organization, it was a lot harder.
Oh yeah.
When I was running the whole organization, when I was just a defensive coordinator, it was animalistic because all I had to do was worry about my defensive guys stopping that offense and stopping the opponent. That's all I had to worry about. You know what I'm saying? When I became the head coach, and then when I actually became running my own football organization, first when I became the head coach, I couldn't just worry about defense. I had to worry about offense and defense, special teams. I had to worry about everything. And so it took away from me, in my opinion, from me being able to focus solely on the defense. And I felt like things suffered because maybe I didn't think these coaches were doing the right things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes you're better when you can just focus on one thing. And I said that in the very beginning with Dan Quinn. Now he can just focus on defense again. You don't got to worry about being a head coach and all that drama and people yelling at you every day. Now you just focus on defense and go what you're doing is best. Doing defensive line. You got guys in there that you like. You got people that you wanted. He had an influence in that draft. So for me, yes, I am positive about Dan Quinn because when I listened to the interview, I heard a plan. I heard focus. I heard family. I heard dedication. I heard I'm good with the pressure. Yes, I need to prove myself. And then I feel like the players are going to gravitate to that because a lot of players who played with him said he is the player's coach. And I feel like that's what the Cowboys need, but somebody still to stay on your ass. I can be the player's coach, but I ain't the player's coach if the player ain't playing good.
Right. Exactly. And you know what, man, I think to answer the original question that you put out there for a prediction, my prediction is that the Cowboys defense it'll be a lot better than what it was last year because I agree that they're going back to something that's more simplistic. It's going to be less thinking and scheme related stuff. Know your role, do your job, be in position where you need to be, run to the football, tackle the football. I think it's going to be that simplistic defensively. And sometimes when you simplify things, that's when you let your athletes just be great, man. You don't want people thinking too much. Football it's a thinking sport to a certain extent, but when you're on defense, I want my guys to see ball, attack ball, make play on the ball. And when you simplify it like that, it gets better. So I think Dan Quinn making the defense more simplistic and just going back to the basics here and out there with the hands-on coaching. Me personally, I think the Cowboys defense, if I'm gonna throw a number out there, James, I don't think it'd be unfair to say that the Cowboys will finish in the top 20 of defense. Okay, considering they're coming from dead last, if they can get up in the top 20, not the top 20, but between 1 and 20 this year, and if they get anywhere near like the middle of the pack, we'll be in great shape because I'm expecting big things from that offense. And I don't even care about like the people always look at, where your defense ranked and all that stuff. Forget all that stuff, man. My thing is I watch the game, James. I encourage people to watch the game. You might give up a lot of numbers. My thing is, man, I want to see those turnover numbers up, and I want to see red zone defense be very, very good. Like, let's break the defense down into certain areas. I'm not going to sit there and say, the Cowboy defense is trash because we gave up 500 yards because your offense might be so dynamic that all the other team does is just throw the football against you all the time. So you're going to give up big yards. So it all plays together. Show me some good red zone defense. Instead of giving up touchdowns, let's give up field goals. Let's punt the ball out. Let's win the turnover differential from game to game. That's when I'll see improvements in this defense.
Yeah, man, you speaking real facts, and I'm gonna say you speaking real facts because when I had Mario Edwards on the show, a former cornerback with the Dallas Cowboys, and he played with Dave Campo. They didn't have a great offense, but that defense was a number 1 ranked defense. A couple years in a row, they were like 3 years they were in the top 10, top 5 for 2 years, number 1 for a whole year. And the thing that Mario Edwards said to me, I said, "Well, what made that defense great?" He said, "Hey, well, considering the players we had, number 1, but what we did was when you got inside that 20-yard line, this is exactly what he told me. When we got inside that red zone, you didn't score. Instead of touchdowns, we was giving you field goals." He said, "Yeah, our whole objective, we might give you yards. The defense may be geared to giving you yards, but once you get to that red zone, you're not scoring and you're scoring field goals." And at the end of the day, let's keep it real. If an offense has 500 yards, but you score 10 points and Dallas beat you, what did that matter?
Yeah. That's true. That's true, James. And I love that comment by Gene Jones up here, man. Lots more of those 3-and-outs, man. Can we get some more 3-and-outs this year?
Yes.
Get the ball back to you. Your offense scores. Get a 3-and-out. Get the ball right back in your offense's hand, man. Because last year we would go down and score early in the year, and then the other team would just drive all the way back down and score again. It's like, man, you can't do that. You got to get those 3-and-outs. Turn that ball back over to your hot quarterback and keep their defense on the field. You apply pressure, man. And I like to see that. So more 3-and-outs is definitely going to be welcome. Definitely
going to be welcoming because we don't need to be having that pressure on the offense and Dak Prescott every single play like you had on Romo. You can't do this again with Dak. Doesn't matter if he's elevated his game. That's not the point. You get what I'm saying? It's not the point that he's a great quarterback or he's being great. That's not the point. Make it easier on Dak Prescott where he don't feel like he got to come in and take a 10-play or 12-play drive every single time because the defense is giving it up so daggone quick. You can't have that. 3-and-outs are good. Turnovers are good. Like you said, time of possession. That's what Dallas killed people in 2016, 2014 when they was dominating teams. Time of possession, keeping the offense off the field. And guess what? When that offense can get churning and can keep that defense off the field and the defense is good and opportunistic, guess what? Now their offense, big dog, is feeling pressure, right? So now they're feeling pressure. So now the defense is better and good. So now we can pin our ears back and let's go after them. Let's go after them off the edge with some Randy Gregory and some DeMarcus Lawrence. And please, can we see Bradley Anae this year? Please, pretty please. Can we see some Bradley Anae this year? He's wearing that 50-6. I want to see him wearing 56 with the Cowboys. And just let him come in on third downs and be the Leo and just come in on sacks. But we got talent. We got talent on defense. It's the coaching for real. You got talent. It ain't like you ain't got talent there. Now the coaching got to bring it up and take it to that next level.
That's what you got to do, man. But you know what, man? I believe. I know there hasn't been anything there to support why we should believe, but I just truly, in my heart of hearts, man, my Dallas Cowboy football loving heart, I really believe that Dan Quinn is going to make a difference here, and he's going to make a difference quickly. I don't want people to misconstrue what I'm saying here, James. I'm not saying Dan Quinn's coming in here. This is going to be the number 1 ranked defense, and we're going to lead the league. That's not realistic. But I think you will see clear and evident support that this team is trending defensively in the right way. First and foremost, they're getting guys that are matching the scheme that he's trying to run instead of bringing in a coach and then you have a whole group of personnel that doesn't fit anything he likes to do. And then we run the coach out of here in 2 years. No, you let him draft these guys. You're putting it on him. As the great Bill Parcells told us one time, he's like, hey, if you want me to do the cooking, I need to buy the groceries. Let Dan Quinn get what he needs in here. Let him go to work, man. Let this man cook, and let's see what we can come up with defensively this year.
Hey, shout out to my guy, is it Taj Adosh? I can't say that last name for the $2 holler. I can't stream no Nipsey Hussle in the back. They'll shut my screen down, big dog. Can't do that. But I appreciate you for the $2 holler, though. But let's talk about some of these rookies, man. Nashawn Wright is one of the guys you like. Who else got you kind of excited out there?
Man, I'm a big fan of our guy, Bo Hannon, man. I like me a big hog up front on that defensive line. James, I've been asking for this for a while. I keep saying it. I've met, people think I'm a Jalen Smith apologist. I'm not. Jalen Smith has not played well over the past few years, but I do know this from watching football for as long as I have and even playing. Though I was never a linebacker, I know that big defensive linemen up front are a linebacker's best friend. Bohannon even said in his interview, he's like, all the linebackers that play behind me love me because he's going to occupy those blocks, and those linebackers don't have to worry about a big 320-pound guard getting on them and mauling them every single play. You have to have guys up front like that. So I look at him not so much as a guy who's going to rush the pass. I expect that. If we do get it, that's great. But I want somebody who's going to occupy every time he's down there. I need him to occupy 2 blocks so that my linebackers can run free, so Micah Parsons can shoot these gaps. I like him, and then, of course, I'm a big fan of Parsons, but my guy who I think is going to really show out is Jabril Cox. Jabril Cox is going to be out there, man. I like what the Cowboys are planning on doing with him, and there's a lot of talent there, James, that can help us on this football team.
Let's talk about
defensively.
Jabril Cox, because a lot of people have been talking about it. A lot of people in the community, YouTube community, just people in general have been talking about, hey, he's a safety, he's a strong safety. You know, he's more of that. That's what he needs to be. You know, here's my thought from afar, and then I'll get your thoughts on it.
Mm-hmm.
I did a couple videos on Cox. One before he even got drafted. I did one like in December. And then I did a rehash of first one I did when he was at LSU. The main thing I noticed, and before of anything else, I listened to some people, but the first thing I noticed myself was the coverage. I mean, you could see him just go wide out with running backs, tight ends, receivers, like it was nothing for him to guard them. And that's rare when you can see linebackers that can flex out like that so easily and not miss a beat in coverage. That's a luxury. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I see the size and the measurables and how he's a big dude, but he's not thick. He's like kind of not wiry, but he is built. He could be a strong safety for real if you see it. But my thing is the Cowboys drafted him to be the linebacker. And I feel like there's nothing wrong with him being a coverage linebacker, being able to do those things a lot of linebackers cannot do in the league. And that's the luxury, in my opinion, with him, because from afar, when I watched this tape at LSU and then I broke down his tape at North Dakota State, he's not a physical guy, dog. He too many times, if you really go watch his tape, especially when and here, that's why I went and watched North Dakota, because you know you're playing at LSU. Yeah, you might move out the way a little bit, but I need to see you as North Dakota State. You should be dominating. And saying he wasn't, but too many times he was going in with the shoulder, coming in with the block, leaning with the shoulder. Yeah. Too many times he was moving away from the contact, trying to dive at the. He don't like it. And he's not a physical dude. So they're going to have to keep him clean as possible, in my opinion, because he's going to struggle with that in the NFL. So that's where I'm like, I hope they can have a plan for him where they can move him around the best suit his strengths and not put him where he's going to fail.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I think they have a plan for him, man. Even in the rookie mini camp, they were saying he got that interception. I had a chance to go watch that. It looked like it was off of a tipped ball or something, and he gave credit to Micah Parsons for following the receiver across the field or, whatever it was. But, he's a playmaker, man. You can never have enough playmakers on your defense. Give me a solid linebacker out there. Okay, I can take him, but I can beat you with playmakers, because you know what playmakers do for you, James? Playmakers take the ball on the defense side of the ball. They take the ball away from the other side, and that's an added possession. And anytime you can get an extra possession back to Dak, Zeke, Amari, Michael, CD, Blake, whoever you running in there, it doesn't matter to me. Tony Pollard, all those guys. Anytime you can take the ball away and give it back to your offense or potentially score on defense, you need that. Jabril Cox comes across as a playmaker. So does Micah Parsons. He's a playmaker. Boss Man Fat is a playmaker. Nashawn Wright, he the way he talks the game, you think he's going to be a playmaker. Same way with the safety in the back. They're filling this defense, if you haven't noticed, with guys that they feel like can make plays all over the field. And that's what's going to ultimately transform this Cowboys defense. You just need and as I got Jay Lombardi says,
Donovan's a playmaker too. He had a few interceptions. He's a guy that can do it. And
exactly, Diggs the same way. Yep,
Diggs is the same way. And I feel you. You got some playmakers. You got a few playmakers last year. You finally let a guy play as a playmaker. You look like you got some playmakers this year, and that's what you need to have on your defense. You need guys that can make plays. You need, when it's a 3rd and 3 or a 3rd and 10, 2nd and 7, you need guys that can make plays. Big sack, big strip fumble, big hit, big interception, something that can get the ball right back to your offense. Because when you can get the ball right back to your offense, like you said, and your quarterback's already in a rhythm, he come right back down and score. When we can get it up 14, I'm so tired of Dallas being down 14-0, 21-0, 24-3. It's better when you're playing with the lead 14-0, 17-0. Like you said, then we can pin their ears back and let these guys attack. Some of the guys that I like in this rookie class, as far as just looking at and listening to the guys at the, Brian Broaddus and those guys, I've been saying this. Michael Parsons, I can't get over him. I think he's the key, Billy, in my opinion. He, to me, this is just my opinion. He could be the Dak Prescott of the defense. Just my opinion.
I
know that's a lot. That might be some reaching or whatever, but I've been saying this. He's a different dude.
Yeah.
He's different. I don't know what it is, but he's different. And he is latching hold to this Dallas thing. It means everything to him. We just talked about it. You just said you want guys that means everything to them. They ain't out there just kicking it. They staying home studying. I need to get this playbook. I need to make this happen this week. I feel like Micah Parsons is that dude. Yeah. And he's only played 2 years, dog. He's a pup. He's a pup, and all that oozing ability, man, dog. If he comes out the first couple of games getting sacks, a few sacks, 10 tackle game, dog, it's over. Everybody gonna be following him. I don't care. Even DeMarcus Lawrence be like, that dude that's my guy. I'm messing with him. You feel me? And he's gonna elevate everybody else. I've been saying it. Micah Parsons, he come in the first few games and do the damn thing. Everybody's following. It's his defense. You heard me say it. It's his defense. He come in and he do it like that, especially with that damn 11.
Oh yeah. They hype
with
about
that
these
damn 11,
numbers, man. Yeah.
You feel me? He trying to
hype about that.
You trying to make you gotta make a statement. You wore 11 on defense. You wearing the earring like Lawrence Taylor in the right ear. Let's go. Show us the way, Micah Parsons, and everybody else is gonna follow. So obviously, you see, I'm excited about him. I like Cox. I like Boss Man Fat. I can't lie. It's cool because he's 5'11", 200, good speed, athletic. I think he's going to play aggressive and get nasty with these guys. I like that too. I like that. But you know what? Some people had mentioned this guy to me before, and I didn't pay attention till I saw him. That's Simi Fehoko, though.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to contribute this year, but I'm telling you, him and Dak, I'm telling you, him and Dak gonna click.
Yeah.
They gonna do work. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. CD gonna do his thing. But when Simi finally get on the field and can play, him and Dak gonna have a great rapport. Facts.
Now, I because I've actually I agree with you 100% on that, man. But I want to figure out what your stance is on that. Why do you feel that way, man, that him and Dak are just going to click up like that and be good?
Well, I mean, I know one thing about Dak. Dak has a type of personality where everybody's going to gravitate to him, okay? And I watched Simi play. I did a tape on him. But when I do a tape on him, I go back to their high school days. I go and see the coaches, who they talk to, how they interact with other people. And he's a guy that's very mature. And he's a guy that's really latched onto this Dallas thing. Like, he's another guy like Micah Parsons that has really latched on to Dallas. Like, it's meaning everything to him that he's playing for the Dallas Cowboys. And he has ability. And I just feel, you know how you just see people when they get drafted and you're just like, that's going to be a connection. I don't know what it is. I can't explain it. But when I seen Fehoko and I just seen the way he is and the way he plays and I seen how Dak is, I just feel like it's going to be a natural chemistry. They're going to have those things where they don't got to talk to each other. Simi's going to know where he wants to go, and it's just going to be a beautiful thing. That was an underrated pick in the fifth daggone round. That was an underrated daggone pick. So I really like Parsons. I like the Simi pick. And one other player, who else am I thinking about? I'm gonna throw this up because he says, "Who's y'all's undrafted free agent?" Let me answer this right quick. Kevin Hines from Texas A&M, linebacker. He is my sleeper. He's not gonna see the field, not this year, but keep him on the practice squad. Get him on them weights. Let him get stronger. Because I'm telling you, dog, he could be a guy later on for you down the line that he's great in coverage too. he can cover his ass off. So let him get in the weight room. Let him do those type of things. He's my guy. Keep an eye on him. Kevin Hines, linebacker, 6'2", 225-pound linebacker. He was a who's who when he came out of high school. Didn't have the career, but he had his freshman year, he had 35 tackles. His sophomore year, he had a leg injury. He didn't play. He came back the next year, had 73 tackles. Then he opted out because one of his close friends died of COVID. So he didn't want to play. So you got another young buck who's only had 2 years of college.
Right.
Let him sit and learn and watch what happens. That's my guy.
Hey, there you go, man. Nothing wrong with that. I see a lot of people over here in the comments, man. They're kind of going the same way I'm going. Yeah, and I do too, man. I have to admit, I'm a Vasher guy. Now, I agree with you, James. We talked about this last week. We don't think he's not going to be on the team making no impact this year. But again, one of those project guys, man. Again, you can't teach size and you can't teach that type of speed, man. He's a different animal when it comes to that. But he's just got to learn how to play the game. And learn how to run routes and be a better route runner, catch the ball more fluidly. But man, he's a guy that I wouldn't mind keeping around and develop. I mean, you got guys that he can learn from Amari to CD and Gallup and those guys like that. And I believe when you have a quarterback like Dak Prescott, as you just mentioned, man, who is just a guy who people gravitate to, Dak will help him. You know what I'm saying? Dak will put in the extra work with him if he wants to make this team. You know, I'm sure Dak has an open invite to any other players to show up and do whatever they need to do.
That's why they love him.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? You feel me, big dog? That's why. I mean, let's keep it real. Like, if I'm drafted or I'm a second or third, fourth, fifth year player, and my quarterback is like, "What's up, dog? Let's kick it. You trying to come out to the camp and catch passes with us?" I'm telling you, that's different. Yes, I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, dog. I'm on my way right now." It means something. If your quarterback ain't reaching out to you, he's being that standoffish type guy, or like, I only mess with certain guys. People see that, and it affects the game on the field. But when you got a guy like Dak Prescott, like, he don't look at nobody different. He like everybody the same. We all kicking it. We having a good time. Everybody gravitates to that, and that's why everybody's games elevate with Dak Prescott, because of that personality, that real leadership, that thing where everybody feels him. They said it was A1 day one when he came in the building. He was a leader from the jump, and now that he has his contract behind him, he don't have to worry about his money now. He can just play ball out free. Now he's walking in that locker room now like, this is my team.
Right.
This is my team. Let's go. And I feel like now it may be a little different because Dak didn't have his money, but now he's got his money. People are behind it. Let's see what happens with this.
Yeah, let's
see what happens with this. You feel what I'm saying? Let's see what's happening with this. So I'm excited, with these rookies, and I'm excited when the OTAs start next week. So I'm excited to see, these matchups, seeing Amari Cooper going against some boss man Fat, CD Lamb going against some Nashon Wright, you know what I'm saying? Because they're going to get that work. They're going to get that business. Cox, Parsons, you know what I'm saying? Going in the flats with Ezekiel Elliott, Tony Pollard, you feel me? Like guard and tight ends, Jabril Cox going against Blake Jarwin. Like, it's going to be a lot of interesting battles. Osa going against, Zach Martin and them guys. Tyron Smith back, Leo Collins, Gregory with a full off season now. He hasn't had that in forever.
Right.
So I'm interested. He's got to get it. And I want to ask you this right quick.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason, in my opinion, I need to see Randy Gregory with a 10-sack season and DeMarcus Lawrence with a 10-sack season.
Well, you know what? I think you're taking it light on him. I'll give Gregory 10. I need for DeMarcus Lawrence.
Gregory, Lawrence need 13.
Yeah. I'm going to say I need 12, 13 from DeMarcus Lawrence this year. Gregory, if he could give me double digits, I'll take that. I think we're going to get pressure up the middle this year with Gallimore. I expect him to be back. A lot of people don't really talk much about him. But I think Tristan Hill, man, I think he's going to benefit as well this year. Man, if I can get me 5, maybe 6 sacks from one of those guys in the middle, man, we can get after it. I need sacks from my linebackers, whether it's Jalen Smith or Micah Parsons. I don't care how we do it, man. We need pressure up front, man. We need guys coming off the edge, and we need pressure the middle, make it uncomfortable for these quarterbacks. And I need my corners jumping routes. I want this to be the most aggressive Cowboys defense I've seen in years. And being aggressive, you're going to get beat sometimes. Sometimes you're going to get beat. And that's
I'm
okay.
cool with that. I'm okay with that.
I am perfectly fine with getting beat if we're being aggressive. Now, this standing around being beat because we don't know what coverage we're in and we just looking crazy and stuff, I can't go for that. But if we're coming all out on the blitz and we just get beat on a big play, so be it. You either win being aggressive, and you lose being aggressive. The key is aggression all the way around this football team, and I need to see that.
I totally agree. And let's get them likes up, man. The chats keeps going up. We got 114 in the building. I love it, man. But it don't cost no money to get the likes. We can't have 114 something in the light, only like 30 something likes, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, now get those likes up, man.
Come on, man. Get them likes up. We spitting some good stuff up in here. But I got my guy, Gambino. And let me give a selfish plug to him right quick. Let me show him his stuff right quick. We done ate them all. Right quick. And these is the Loco Candies. Loco Candies right here. All right. Go check out their website. It's on Facebook. Look up Loco's Candies, okay? And I'm telling you, and I'm gonna keep it so real. I'm not gonna have your product on my show and showing it on my show and it's not good. Like I can't lie like that. That's false advertisement. I can't do it. Let me tell you something. This stuff right here is Loco. It's for real. These gummy bears, gummy worms got a taste to them I ain't never tasted in my life. Like it's weird, but it's so damn good. Go holler at my boy. Get on there. Holler at him right now. Free sample. Go. He gave it to me. Loco's Candies Facebook page. Go like the page. Go get some of that. It's the real deal. But now let's get to the question. He asked, we keeping Gallup or Cooper, BGJ? What's your thoughts on that? All right, know my thoughts.
Let me see. Michael Gallup or Amari Cooper. Well, I think
after this year.
Man, you know what, man?
Tell me how you feel.
Man, you know we always got to keep it real, man. Give me Michael Gallup.
Keep it real.
Give me Michael Gallup, man.
No, listen, I'm going to
tell you why, man.
Okay, tell me. No.
I understand that Dak and Amari, they have a really good connection. I have to give them that, man. But, man, I keep telling you, man, Michael Gallup, man, I just feel like he's going to be more dependable. Tell me, he drops passes when we need him to, this, that, and the other. I get it. I can't dispute that, but I just feel like in the end, man, Michael Gallup is going to be more dependable for me, man. And again, this feeds into my whole thing with Dawg, man. Amari's not that, man.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
If you're gonna have to, say to me how.
Okay. So how you gonna tell me he's not a dog? He had Dak Prescott left after Game 5. He still had a career year with Andy Dalton. So how you not a dog?
Well, okay.
Did he not have games where he was killing folk?
Yeah, he did. I have to give credit to that.
Is he not one of the best surgical route runners out there?
He's arguably the best route runner out there, receiver wise. In my opinion, I get that, but in my opinion, understand.
Even when he was hurt, was he still available? I know. Don't use that Philly game. People gonna try to use that Philly game. No. Don't use that.
Yeah, no. Let's talk now. Some injuries. He's definitely played through some injuries.
So you gonna say right now you would take Michael Gallup over Amari Cooper?
Man,
come on, dog.
Man, look, I like that Michael Gallup, man. I know it's not popular.
I ain't hating. I feel you. I ain't hating.
Look, I'll tell you this, man. When you got to think about this too. When I speak about being a dog, man, we know Amari Cooper is super skilled. I know he is super skilled, but man, I just think Michael Gallup just brings an attitude to the game, man. And Amari,
right, but if you need a first down, you going to Gallup or Cooper?
Cooper's probably gonna be more wide open.
Exactly, because he's going. If you're starting 7 and you need to get that first down, you going to Coop because he's gonna kill you on that route and he gonna get it and he can get the yards after catch too. Do I need to pull up those stats? What he did this year? He been doing his thing since he been there, and I will go to them drops with Gallup because when Gallup does come in the forefront, he had 11 drops the year before. 2019, 2020, he had like at least 8. I mean, when Dallas was playing in that Cardinals game, he dropped a big touchdown. He had some big catches, but he has big drops too. And my thing is, as a number 1 receiver, you got to be able to kill it all the time. I don't think Gallup is that guy. He's not a number 1 in my opinion. He's a dog number 2, and that's okay. but he's not a number one guy where you're going to go to him each and every time where you feel like this guy is the guy that we can depend on each and every play to get us where we need to go. Gallup is not that guy, in my opinion. Amari Cooper is, and he's proved it in the league since he's been in the league. Gallup has proved that he's the strong number two, and that's why next year when Gallup says, hey, I want to get money, I would love to keep him. But if they're talking about paying, even if the salary cap goes up 18 to 19 million for a receiver, I don't see Stephen Jones still doing that, especially that's why I got Fehoko. If Fehoko shows just a little bit and Gallup is going out, guess who? You transition to a 6'4", 227-pound 4'3" guy.
Yeah. And that's not bad. I'll tell you like this, man. When it comes to Amari and MG, man, listen, the truth of the matter is you can't go wrong with either one. Who's the better overall receiver? It's Amari Cooper. I don't have any problem saying that. I think Amari Cooper is the better. If you just line them up, stat for stat, measurable for measurable, skill set for skill set, I think Amari Cooper is the better receiver than Michael Gallup on this day. But I saw somebody in the chat put it here, man. The moment Michael Gallup leaves, you know what's happening, man. He's going all pro, man. He's going, or at least Pro Bowl.
I mean, he may turn up, but I mean, but I'm gonna keep it real. Like, I like Gallup as a personality. He's a great person. He really is, and he's a very good player. But honestly, if Gallup goes somewhere and turn up, I don't really care because receivers, and I'm not being disrespectful, but they not like a dime a dozen, but you can always get receivers in the draft every single year. Yeah. There's always going to be a dynamic Michael Gallup. There was plenty Michael Gallups in the draft this year. And if you got Simi, and if you said TJ Vasher steps up and Dak makes him better, and that's a real red zone threat at 6'6", okay, there ain't nobody gonna be. Let's keep it real. Ain't nobody gonna be thinking about Michael Gallup no more if those two guys step up.
Hell, listen. If Noah Brown steps up this year for whatever reason, start balling out, man. I'm not saying he would, but I'm just saying that's just the nature of how fans operate and just how we, man. If you only miss something, people will only miss Michael guys like that if they just saw a big drop in production. But if you got somebody, I don't care if it's Noah Brown, who's not a big name here, but if he comes in there and he starts filling the role and catching those passes and mess around, catch 7-8 touchdowns in the season, people ain't going to be talking about Michael Gallup like that, man. They're just not. That's just the nature of football, man. You only talk about it if it's hurting you and if you've missed out on something. And I just don't know that would be the case. But for right now, since we have Michael Gallup, let's ball all the way out, man.
Yeah, I mean, let's go out.
Let's go.
Let's try to get a championship this year before he probably leaves. And I'm definitely not sleeping on Gallup. Somebody said, Ball and Blue says we're sleeping on Gallup. I'm not sleeping on no Gallup. I'm the one that said I did tape on him when he got drafted. I'm the one that said draft him. So I definitely was not sleeping on him. I did a video on him before he got drafted and said, please draft this dude because I want him. He is a dog. I even said,
I remember.
You know what I'm saying? I can even say that even when I was saying do a trade. Why? Because he's good. He has value, and I feel like he could get a good draft pick because he is a damn good player. But he's not a number one receiver, not in my opinion. And even if he goes ball out somewhere else, I would be so happy for him. And plus, he got his money, he's balling out. But I'm still not going to change my theory of him not being a number one because I just feel like he's not that. I feel like CeeDee Lamb is still more of a number one than him. You get what I'm saying? And that's why they got him. And somebody said, can they get rid of Cooper after this year? I think it's a couple years when that money drops where they can let him go. But my thing is, if you can get him and it's not costing you, it's not killing you on the cap, then ride that shit out as long as you can and try to get something as far as like a Super Bowl with him and then let him go on his merry way. You feel me? Yeah. But let's try to ride that out, especially if it ain't killing your cap. Shout out to my guy for the $9.99 holler, showing love and support from the 702 Rockwood BGJ. Shout out to Sin City Cowboy. Hey ho for the $9.99 holler. I appreciate you on that. So that's just my thoughts. I ain't gonna hold you too much longer, dog. But when this training camp is right around the corner for real.
Yeah.
How excited are you right now about the Dallas Cowboys? How excited are you right now?
Man,
I feel like you drinking Kool-Aid, ain't you?
Man, listen, I got my cup over here, man.
Yeah,
I got my cup over here,
Kool-Aid, dog. You drinking that Kool-Aid, ain't you?
Look, I've been drinking
Kool-Aid.
That
Kool-Aid. Hey, Kool-Aid. Oh, yeah.
Hey, look, when we got on that clock at 10, before we even traded back, I had my cup over there, man. I was ready to go, man. But no, in all honesty, man, if I had to rank it on a scale scale of 1 to 10, man, I'd say I'm 8 excited, man. And I'm just talking about just because it's a new football year, we don't know. Everybody's making all these predictions and all that stuff. There's not time to do that. We don't even have a team yet. But what I do know is that the Cowboys are obviously doing things to make a change for the betterment of football team. That's what I do know. I see that they're getting personnel on the side of football that we struggled on. We didn't ignore it. We're addressing it. So that gives me reason for excitement. Having good, young, new, talented players who want to be here, that gets me excited. My starting quarterback is back. My running back. I know people, and it's a shame, James. You see people all the time with Zeke. They're like, oh, they're just these videos, da. Man, let me tell you something. Anytime I see my guys out there working, really trying to get better, I get excited for that. So the potential of Dak being back, Zeke, a better refined version of Zeke, is back. I got my receivers. I got my offensive line coming back. These guys are out to prove something. Why not be excited, man? I'm on an 8 right now, but I'm telling you, don't be surprised if I get up to a 10 here within the next couple of weeks, man. All it takes is for somebody to come out in the media, or not in the media, but one of the players to come out and make a bold prediction, man. I'm going to a 10. I'm going straight there, man. I'm telling you. I'm going straight to the 10.
Well, I'm gonna tell you my opinion on that right quick. Shout out to my guy Buff City Cowboys. Make sure you go out there and sub $5 holla. He said, I rarely can watch live videos on Wednesday, but I wanted to show my support. Keep it up, big game. I really appreciate you. Please go support my guy Bluff City Cowboys, because that dude, he be on it. He draft picks, draft analytics, all that good stuff. Please go support my guy. He is a great follow. I always appreciate support. He's been on my show a few times, man. He's invited me on his, and we've always had great talks, man. Always talk great football. I love talking to an intellectual mind. That's why I like talking to you, because you have an intellectual, good football mind, and that's why we have good conversations, and that's why you need to go support my guy, Bluff City. But just bouncing off of what you just said, Billy, in my opinion, I'm going to say I'm a 7.
Okay.
For the simple fact that I ain't drinking the Kool-Aid. Okay. I can't do it no more. You know, as much as I see things, I'm like, okay, I like that. Nope, not drinking that Kool-Aid no more. So I'm going to sit by here on the sidelines and have the pitcher over there. The pitcher of Kool-Aid will be over there, Billy. Okay. It will be over there.
Leave a little ice in it now.
It's going to have some ice, and I'll look over at it. Okay. I can't walk over and get that picture just yet. I'm looking at it. It looked good. It's hot outside. It was 80-something degrees outside today. It was hot. I wanted to go walk over there and drink that glass of Kool-Aid with that ice in it, but I said, I can't do it. I got to wait. You feel me? I got to wait. So I got to wait to see what camp happens. I got to see some preseason, but I will tell you this. I do have a little bit of the excitement on the defensive side of the ball, because I'm a defensive guy. I want to see what these rookies do. I want to see what this Michael Parsons thing does. I want to see what Bradley and I can do. I want to see what Reggie Robinson, since they moved him back to corner, that was a waste of them two guys last year. They're just like rookies this year. Right. You frustrate me because you had Reggie Robinson, who you're like, let's move him to safety. But, dog, he's a corner, and you want to move him to safety. I'm glad you just leave him be, let him be great somewhere. So now you got another guy who you have as a corner who you have intrigued, who's a big guy who could fill a role. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to see these young boys, and they sound like they have the attitude with it. That's what get me excited. And they look like, hey, they're not too the moment's not too big for them, and they want to challenge the Tyron Smiths. They want to try go after the Dak Prescotts. They want to go after the Ezekiel Elliott's. They want to prove themselves. And one last thing, I feel you with the Ezekiel Elliott. I've been posting his videos, his workout videos. I don't care. I love seeing that, because I ain't been seeing that from Zeke. I ain't been seeing that from Zeke when he been going hard like this, and I feel like he's coming back with something to prove. And now he sees his boy got his money, so he's like, let's try to get a chip. I'm out there being motivated. I'm excited about that, and I don't think it's fake, because I think he really wants to bounce back, because I think Ezekiel Elliott does take that shit personal.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I agree, man. And trust me, these guys, you know, they know, James. I mean, they know what we're talking about. They might not pay attention to what me and you were saying directly right now, but they hear the chatter in the media, man. They know what's going on. They know what people are saying about them. They hear, they read the headlines. They have families. They have mamas and daddies who talk to them, and words leak out. They have people that don't believe in them, you know, just like people might not believe in some of the stuff we do, and it is what it is. But these guys are out here, man, and I just like the fact that guys are really out there making it important to them to get back. We see and acknowledge there was an issue with this football team. Nobody played well last year. I mean, stat-wise, yeah, you can point out this person versus that person, but nobody played well enough as a year in a year like last year that made a difference to the team. You see what I'm saying? We still ended up in the same bummy spot and didn't have any. So with all that being said, we have changed. We have to change things, and I like the way the guys are, or the direction the guys are going in. It's about to change, James. Don't hold. Just look at the Kool-Aid, like you said.
I'm just looking at it.
But yeah, man, I tell you, by mid-season, man, get you a nice size cup, man. You might be drinking a little something now.
I'm not scared to drink it, but I'm not gonna drink it right now. I'm gonna sit there and just keep on looking at it, and it can just stay in the fridge and just keep on getting nice and cold. And it ain't nothing better than some nice ass cold Kool-Aid. So let me keep it in that refrigerator, let it soak up, get all the juices in there, and let's hit it when it's nice and ripe. You feel me? But with that being said, man, I'm gonna get up off of here, but I really appreciate you. We always have these great talks. It's been 3 weeks in a row. Fabulous show with my guy. It's called Too Real. Me and my dog Billy the Kid. I'm sorry I just threw that name on you, but Billy the Kid. I it.
They call me that all through college, man. It's all good, man. It's not the first time.
All right, then there we go. But hey, please let them know what you be doing outside of this, because you got your own show with my guy Walt Chisholm. Let them know what you be doing so they can check you out over there as well.
Oh yeah, guys. So shout out to the team, Best for Business, man. That's where I'm at Tuesday and Thursday nights. We talk Cowboys, we talk Mavs, Stars, Rangers, we talk sports, period. NBA, whatever it is, we're talking about it. Check us out on Tuesday and Thursday nights, man. We have a YouTube page. Please go like, comment, subscribe, and also hit that little bell, man, so that you can catch all of the content when we drop it. We drop it every Tuesday and Thursday night. We do Mavs post-game show. We're on Twitter at Best for Business DFW. On Instagram, it.is business.dfw or something. I might have messed that all. Don't worry about it. I'll drop it in the comments this video so you guys can see it. Follow me on Twitter, man, at RadioGuyRay. I'm also on Instagram at RadioGuyRay, man. We always doing something crazy, getting some football talk going, man. Big game, man. I love doing the show, man, with you. I love doing this. This is fun. It's exciting. I love the comments. I love people being interactive. Man, let's see if these Cowboys can make our efforts worth it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if they can make our efforts worth it this year.
Hey, I definitely feel you, man. Have a great time with you, and we always have great talks, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully we can continue this. It's going to be on you, but as long as we can squeeze in these Wednesdays and making it happen, man, let's keep on keep on making this thing roll, especially with camp getting around the corner. We're going to be talking about a lot of good camp battles.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be seeing a lot of exciting things. So, yes, from that perspective, we don't have to worry about that COVID restrictions. So that has piqued my interest more and got my excitement more, because the possibility of actually being able to go to camp, be able to see these guys live, you don't have to have all that other stuff. So, yeah, that definitely does get me excited. And I always love looking at the young players going against the older guys. That's always a great battle for me. So a lot of interesting things getting ready to come up in Cowboys football. So keep on tuning in to Silver and Blue Nation, Big Gay James. Make sure you check out for Best for Business for my guy, Radio Guy Ray, Billy the Kid. And you're going to see more episodes with this coming up, hopefully every Wednesday. And let's keep it too real. That's how we do. So I'm gonna just go ahead and let you go. When I come off of here, Billy, I'm gonna ride out to some music. I appreciate you, and we'll be talking soon. You know how we do. We be talking off air anyway. So salutes to you, big dog. You be safe. You have a great night, and everybody in the feed, shout out to you for the donations, the love, the comments, the views, the likes, all that good stuff, man. You guys were awesome today, and we'll be riding out, and we'll be talking to you soon. Big Game James, Billy the Kid, Radio Guy Ray. We out. Peace.